I would like to know what is your strategy about Art Basel online for the first time this year.
Exactly. So I was saying that Art Basel is for us by far the most important fair for several reasons. We are Swiss, and some of our galleries are in Switzerland. And so this combination of the high quality fair and our presence in Switzerland always really captivated a very strong moment for us. On a digital front, that's of course very different. When we realized in February that Art Basel will most likely not happen, but be digital, we really thought, what can we do? And it's really a reflection, I guess also like every real booth is a reflection of who we are. So our very high diversity program of women artists and Afro-American artists is in our presentation this year really reflected. So it is a moment of where we stand as a gallery with our program today. So that we have works of David Hammonds, of Rashid Johnson, of Simon Lee, of course then on the women's side, Louise Bourgeois, Lorna Simpson. So it's really, we're very proud as it reflects where we are today.
And it means it's a political statement?
Well, I guess, the decision for us, I'm with the gallery 20 years now, 21 years. It has always been to focus on artists who are strong and who are undervalued and who need the support of an important gallery. So, when we started to show Louise Bourgeois 23, 24 years ago, that market was nowhere in comparison to today. So it is a political statement always when you get behind artists who are undervalued. And we did the first David Hammond show with the gallery 15 years ago. So it's not political in a direct sense of we are going to react now on what's going on, but it is a long-term strategy of getting behind these artists.
What about the prices? What do you think you need to show in an online gallery?
So we try to be as transparent as we can. So wherever we can show prices, we will. I think it is a sign of confidence, and to have this transparency for the market is positive for the client, who then can see, okay, this work is around 500,000. Well, I'm ready to start a dialogue on that level, or oh no, this is completely above my level, so I don't even need to get in touch. And I think it is really a question of confidence, and I'm very much for transparency wherever we can.
So it means from what range of prices in your booth? On your booth?
We have on our booth up to 7 million. It's the highest, and it's
from what price?
I think 150,000.
Okay. And 7 million is what?
Is it Philip Guston?
Okay. So do you think that online you have to have a different strategy from in reality in terms of prices? Do you think you can sell a 7 million Guston like that online?
I don't know if we will be able to sell this Guston. What we do is not really much different from the real world, in the sense that we focus on our relationships. It's not somebody we will never have known who comes and buys an important piece. It's people we are in constant dialogue, and where that they need or that they are interested in a specific work, and then that might become possible. And as Switzerland is open, our gallery in Zurich is open, so a client can potentially go and visit that work there and view that work there.
But not all the work are in Zurich, right?
I'm sorry?
Not all the works that you are presenting on your online booth are in Zurich.
No, absolutely not. But what I'm saying is that we have the possibility to arrange viewings, which is not the case if we would only be, in LA, which is much more difficult. I mean, we start in the US to start to be able to do viewings, but it is still much more difficult than in Switzerland.
And so in what case can't you show the price on your virtual booth?
Well, sometimes an estate doesn't want that we show the price. They want to be secretive about it, or if it is a secondary consignment and the owner doesn't want that we show, then we will not, right? But I think that transparency is a very good thing, also in terms of prices. Do you agree?
Yes, for sure. And I like this online thing about the fact that one can see the price. But I remember that for Freeze, you didn't show the price at the first time. You didn't show the price of the condo. It was on demand.
Yes, I don't remember. But when we communicated the sale, we did.
Yeah, exactly. Second step, you showed the
I don't
price.
remember. I'm sorry?
No.
I didn't understand. No, I don't remember why we didn't do it, but it was also for us very new, the whole idea of being transparent on an art fair, but I got 100% behind it, and wherever we can, we will. It's not always possible, but we will.
And what about buyers bargaining? Do you have a lot of people asking for that?
Well, what we realized is on the primary market, for artists who are successful before the crisis, that market is still very strong, and I would say we did not give or are not giving more discounts than before. So a standard 10% discount for a client, for a museum, it can be more, but that's it. We did not give bigger discounts. On the secondary market, it is much more complicated, and you have buyers who are very aggressive with their discounts. And that depends on the work, if we can or we can't agree to that. This depends obviously on our conditions. But we have not seen this on the primary market at all.
Oh, that's interesting. What about, how do you imagine the future in few months of the art market? It will be tough, no? October, November, crisis all over the world.
I think the whole, the whole 2020, the rest of 2020 will be very difficult. This is one of the biggest crises we have seen since, I don't know, definitely since I'm alive. But I'm very confident in the long term for great quality works, and I think great art will always be in demand. And it is going to be very, very tough for smaller galleries, that's for sure. And but I think if you have the tendency which we have seen already before the crisis, that great art is in great demand, masterpieces are very much in demand. If it is a B work, it becomes very difficult to sell, impossible, right? But what is really of great quality sells very well, even to very high prices. And that tendency will become even more extreme after the crisis.
Yeah, but even if you are a very good gallery, you don't only have A works. I mean, Picasso painted bad works too, right?
Absolutely. This
So,
is
what
so
shall we do with what shall you do with the B or C of your Picasso of today?
Yeah, I mean, I think, I think that there's going to be a massive correction. That, this is clear, but I mean, this is true for every single part of the economy. And
But what can be the correction?
but that nobody knows where it is, right? But what we need to be is very conscious in terms of our costs. We are very we took a position to not lay off any staff until now. We have
Wow.
we have protected all of our also lower paid staff like front desk and interns and techs and all. No one has been laid off, but we have been very conscious in all. Production of books, production of shows, obviously art fairs are not happening. So really very, very cost conscious there. And then see, after the summer where we are and take the next steps to ensure that our business and our artists are safe.
Because
But
you are probably one of the galleries in the world who have the biggest expense with super large galleries, showroom, houses. It's a lot of money to finance all that, right? To finance all of that.
Of course, but it is also we take a very long view, and we very much think that this market will come back. And as I said, for the successful artists, even stronger. And but as I mean, we don't know. This is having a business means to constantly be flexible and adapt to the circumstances. So we will take then the next steps after the summer and see where we go.
And so, last question: could you speak about one work or two works on the booth that you think are remarkable?
So one work we were speaking about Philip Guston,
Yeah.
and we show a remarkable piece called The Visitor, which is a single head, which is very simplified for Guston. And at the end of his life, he did a lot of this. Had within his oeuvre a reduced way to paint, and this is a remarkable example of that. It has nearly a pop quality, and we are very proud to be able to show this very important piece. Guston would have had a retrospective starting at the National Gallery 10 days ago.
In Washington?
In Washington, and because of this crisis, it can't be in Washington, and it will start now at the Tate in early next year, and then come later to the US. But it's this work, The Visitor, is really special.
When shall it open at Tate?
I think February 2021.
Okay.
I can double check for you and tell you, but I think that's what it is. And then the second work, which I'm a big fan, is the Louise Bourgeois couple.
That's great.
Which is a fabric piece of a couple making love, and I think it's Louise Bourgeois quintessential. It's really such a universal language, and I'm always surprised how fresh and how direct and relevant she is still today.
And what's the price for that?
The price is 2.4 million.
And it's unique?
Unique.
And it's large like what? I
No,
don't
60,
see. I only see one hand.
you know, 60, 70 centimeters.
Ah, okay. Bon, merci beaucoup.
You're very welcome and good luck.
You too. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.